Hi yo, this is Poki, your design pro. Welcome to this episode of Revit. This is a beginner's episode to the massing and site environment. For those familiar with massing and site and those who have no knowledge about massing and site, this is the best beginner's tutorial to watch. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to come up or to model different shapes. Then for conceptual designs, you need to get used to the massing and site, whereby it will help you come up with a concept, generate it in few steps, and then have your presentations done. But before we dive into the design, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more tutorials and also to turn on your notification for the daily updates. The massing and site environment, it has three approaches. The first one, it is a direct one whereby you just click on the massing and site tool. Then the second one is for modeling in place, and the last one by creating a massing family, and then you load it in the project that you're working on. Yes, so we can start right away. The first one, that is the direct approach. You click on the massing and site tool, then you come to in place mass. When you click on in place mass, they will tell you Revit has enabled show mass. So you can just exit this, then you name your mass. For instance, you can leave it as mass 1, or you can give it any name that you want. Let me first escape this. In case your show mass is off, for instance, let me unshow it. You can simply come and show the mass, then you come to in place mass. Here you just click, then it will show you to name your mass direct. I can close this. Then for the next approach, you come under architecture, then you come to component. When you drop down, there is model in place. You click to model in place, then you come and look for mass. Drop down mass is here. Once you click on it, you say okay. So you can name your mass just like that. So I can get with that. Then the last approach, so you come under file, you click file, then you come to new. We are going to create a conceptual mass. When you click on that, it brings you a default conceptual mass template. So you simply come click on this, then when you open it, it brings you the template. So this is where you model your mass from. Then after, you can save it. It has the reference lines. So I can get with this. I'll say no, go back to my level 1. So I'm going to use the first method, which is a straightforward method and it is easy for the beginners. So I'll simply come to massing and site. I'll click under massing and site. The show mass tool is on. So I'll come and simply click on in place mass. Then I'll name this mass. Let me just leave it as mass 1. I say okay. Then it enters the edit mode, but I prefer working in the 3D. So I'll simply go to 3D. Basically here we use the model lines, then also reference lines, that is in 3D. So once you click on any method of drawing these model lines, for instance, the rectangular method, it will highlight the model line. Then under here we have this first option for the plane, whereby you can draw the plane. Then this one is for the face. Then here you can set the plane. So for instance, just selected our work plane to be the level 1. Let me have a simple shape right here. Let me use this rectangle, or I can use the inscribed polygon. I'm going to have my pentagon. Maybe I can have something like that. So when I click on it, I come here and create form. I drop down, I'm going to create a solid form. You can either create a void form, but I'll create a solid form. So this is the first mass we're having. When I orbit around it, it has arrows, as you can see, the blue one, the red one, and the green one. So for the blue one, we can adjust the height. For instance, I can move this upwards. Then also I can just come here and give it dimension. For instance, I can give it 1 meter. Then I say enter. Here we have our 8 at 1 meter. Then this way I can move my polygon this side. Can have that shape. When I orbit around, I can maybe move it also this side. Then when you look at this blue, this drags in the red arrow axis and the green arrow axis. So specifically that is where you'll be dragging your polygon. For instance, let me show you. It only drags in the red and green arrow direction. Then when I come this side, it will drag in the blue and red arrow, just like that. Then when I come this side, it will drag in the blue and green. So you can have something like that. Then also, let me first reduce the overall height. Then for instance, let me move this back. Then for instance, let me assume we want to move this face. I just simply come, move my cursor around there, and I'll click on this face. So the arrows will come back on this face. So once I want to move this face only down, I'll click on this. As you can see, it is the only face moving downwards. Then when I want it to come out, protrude a bit, I can adjust like that. When I want it to go back, I can still do the same. That is for the faces. Then we have looked at these arrows. You can do the same. You can keep on adjusting your mass. Then let me assume you just want to adjust the line. You simply come, click on the edge, then you can move the edge also in that way. Maybe you want it down, you can move it down. Then you want to move it on the sides, you can do the same. Then we can do the same if you want to move just a point. For the point, you come, click at that point, or when you select a point and it is not appearing, you simply click on your tab key several times till it selects that point. You keep clicking till it selects that point like that. Then you click on it. So here we only move the point. You can see something like that. So we have our complex shape at that. Maybe let me change this to fine. I can give this maybe shaded. We have our complex shape like that. Let us have another shape. I'll come, select the rectangle, then come have it somewhere here. Let me have it here. It is already there. We have our rectangle. I can adjust on the faces. Let me click on this face. I move it a little bit in front up somewhere there. I can simply come, I type in the distance I want. As I showed you, I can say 1.2. Then I enter. I have my shape like that. Next, I want us to explore a blend. I want us to create a blend in this shape. So I'll simply come, maybe I pick this face and this face. So let me come, go to this circle. I'm going to have a circle on this side. So I'll click on it. When you click on it, there is this option of you draw on the face. Then this one, it is for the plane. So once I click on the plane, I can change the plane from here. That is the work plane. So this is from element, then level 1 and also level 2. Yeah, but we shan't go with that. Let us use the first one, which is for the face. So once I click on it and I come closer to this face, it will automatically highlight blue. So I'll simply come, have my first shape there. Then I come this side. Let me have an ellipse on this side. So I'll click on this ellipse shape. Then I come, maybe have it somewhere there. Then I'll press escape several times, come click on this, hold down to control, I click on the 2, then I come. For this case, I'm going to create a void form. So when I create a void form, you realize we have a void inside our shape. Let me make this realistic. This is nice, you can see. Next, let us look at a plane in case you want to create a roof or a complex roof or anything similar to that. You come under plane. When you're in 3D, realize you cannot create a plane. That is the reference plane. So that means we can only create planes in the 2D perspectives. That is in our elevations or our ground floor levels. So when you come to level 1, you realize the plane tool can be selected, or when you come to any elevation, for instance the east elevation, you can still have your work plane drawn. So maybe we can go back to our level 1. So I'll click on the plane, then I'll come here and draw my first plane. Let me have it somewhere here. Let me first adjust it to be long enough, maybe up to there. I'm going to have another one here. Let me have the third one there. You can name this as 1. Name this as 2. Come name this 3. Come back to 3D. As I click on my 3D, I'm going to explore the spline line tool. So I'll come to set a plane. Then I come here, drop down. So I'm going to choose my first reference plane that I named as 1. Once I click on it, you realize it is not showing. So I'll come here to the show tool. I will click on it to show me the plane. This is my plane 1. So I'm going to have my first plane line drawn on this plane. So I'll simply come, click on the spline line, then come have any shape I want. For instance, let me have something like this. Press escape, then I'll come again, set another plane. I come choose my plane 2. I click on it to show me the plane 2. So I'm going to have another spline line. I come click on that, and I can have it drawn maybe from here down. Have something, any shape that I want. Then I escape. I come back to the set plane. I'm going to set my third plane. Click on that. And I'll come to the spline line. Let me say I have this in this shape. So I come, select all these lines, click on this, hold on to control, click on this, then come here and create form. So I'll have such a shape. Let me change this maybe to shaded. In case you want to create something like this, you can use that method. Next, let us look at the revolve. In case we want to create a revolve, you want to create a sphere, you want to create a ball. How do you do that in Massing Site? So we are going to set another plane, or to draw another plane. Let us come back to our level 1. Let me have this plane drawn maybe on this side. I'll come to plane. I'll have it somewhere here. And I come, I name it. Let me name it as my revolve. Yes, so I'll come back to 3D. And I come and set a plane. Click here. I come set my revolve plane. Once I click on it, I'll have to add a reference line. For the reference line, it helps us have that revolve axis line. I'll come have my reference line. I'll have my reference line somewhere here. I have it up to there, and I come click on it. So this is our reference line, and I want to have a revolve. For this case, let me have just a simple sphere or a ball shape. So after that, I'll come click on this line. I'm going to have my shape like that. Then I use this start end radius. I click on it up to somewhere there, and I come up with my shape like that. So I'll select this and also select the reference line. I hold on to Control, I select it, I come here and create form. So when you create form, you realize we're having our ball in that shape. When you to move it this side, it will become a ring. It will create that space and leave the axis in the middle. So in case you want to create something like that using Massing Site, that is how easy you can come up with that. So I'll go back, I'll have my sphere. Then when you click on the reference line, and maybe let me say you want to delete it, and you delete it to go with our shape. So let me cancel that. So what do? You click on the reference line, then you come here and uncheck this, and you say OK. So the plane will disappear, and we have our circle or our shape like that. Then one more thing before I forget, let me show you how to create another shape by using the spline line to create the path of the shape. So I'll come to set a plane. Let me set my plane to be level 1. This is my plane. So I'll come to the spline line, I click on it. So I want to sketch my path. I'll sketch something like that. I escape. I have that as my path. So I have to create my work planes, or my reference planes at these nodes. So I'll come to set a plane. I click on that. Then let me use this shape of a rectangle. Simply come, click on that, then have maybe my first rectangle like that. Then I come back, set a plane. I'll set it at this node, and I come create another shape like that. Then let me set also another plane there. I'll come set another plane, then have, maybe for this time I can have something like a square, something like that. Then I set also another plane for here. I'll set like that. Come use this rectangle still. I have another shape there. Then I set again another plane. I'll set it at the end, and I can come have a smaller rectangle, maybe something like that. So I'll have to select, I press escape, I'll select the path, then also select the rectangles I've created. Then we finish our shape like that. So basically this is what I had to show you for this episode. If you don't want to use these rectangles, you can still use a circle, and you come up with a desired shape that you want. Thank you for watching this episode, and I hope you learned something. This was a beginner's tutorial introducing you on how to use the Massing Site environment. So I hope you learned something. Let's wait for more episodes, and please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more educative tutorials, and also to turn on your notification for the daily updates. Thank you. Stay blessed.